Hello, my name's Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of Supreme Ultimate Roman Restoration. And in previous episodes, we started pushing the enemy artillery a tiny bit back with our counter-artillery batteries here, and we captured a tiny bit over there. We're currently clearing out the enemies on this section, and we have a defensive line over here, which hopefully holds. We managed to repair a fair bit of the troops. I did actually send up some of the troops that I still had in Turkey over here. Also, I set up the production over there near Ankara to also make not only special forces but also... Oh, hello. Construction completed. There we go. That's one less problem. But anyway, also build some supply trucks because I think that is very crucial for us right now, especially in these areas where there's very low supplies. If we can keep the troops supplied, then they can keep on fighting a lot longer than the enemy can, and, well, that's basically what's going to give you a victory against the enemies. Right, I think... Oh, hello. Denied. Activated garrison there, but yeah, we'll grab these towns next, I think. Just so that we don't need to worry about the flank here too much. And then maybe that one. Then we'll have a decent bit of land here again. Then we can have a little bit defenses along that road, along this area here and there. And then maybe get the artillery within reach of firing on the enemy over here. I wonder... Okay, we know that they got artillery over there, and they do seem to have some troops around here trying to move up again. Which our special forces should be able to take out rather easily. Oh, there's space nuts. Okay. I think with 2 stacks we should be able to clear out this rather well. We've got some special forces still moving in. Once we get the special forces, we'll probably start using them to actually move towards here. Like, we can use the regular fast troops to actually push the enemy back a little bit, and then with the special forces get closer and closer until we're actually fighting them hand-to-hand combat. But they got 2 garrisons there with this group. Now, to be fair, we are still having a bit of a lack of military goods, but it's not that bad, and the barracks is being completed, well, not completed yet, but it's being produced there at least. Oh, that's the anti-tank gun, but that's taking a heavy artillery fire from here, so it's not going to get too far, I don't think. Over here we are still repairing the troops. Okay, I think it's time for these troops to move in. Oh, we got another research done. Magnetic anomaly detector. Let's have a look. Did it actually unlock anything? Doesn't look like it. Not over there, at least. Better submarines. Do they still... No, they still don't seem to have the range that I want for the attacks. We could get a better battleship. It takes a long while to build, of course, but it's not very expensive, so I'll also put that into there. And maybe... No, there's not really any better transports by the looks of it. Mostly waiting for a lot of these things. We're going to get the better power grid eventually, but that's also one of the things that's just going to take a long while. But with the firepower here, we should be able to take the garrisons out without too much hassle. Especially since I don't think the enemy has much supplies to actually provide them further than the initial battle. I'm going to entrench all of these in the town. Now, to be fair, they are now doing close quarters combat, which our troops do not excel in. Okay, military goods shortage looming. Yeah, I'm aware. Actually doing a little bit of damage on our troops here. now the garrison should go down for the most part. Since we do have some supplies here, we do have a tiny bit of stockpile, so we can keep on fighting. There we go. One of them is dead. The next one is the airfield, which is going to be a bit more difficult to take. There's going to be 3 garrisons, so we might want to wait a little bit longer before we actually move in to fight that. So we'll run out of supplies already for this battle. Let's send in another anti-aircraft gun this way, because they seem to be having a lot of planes in this region. Meanwhile, do we have... Okay, we got the special forces now within the region. Petroleum price is too high. Yeah, I kind of agree, but there's not much I can do about that. Okay, so these troops now get to the next town over. Do we have... Well, we don't actually have a stockpile, but they might have enough to actually destroy some of them. Just might. Not to mention, this is clearing out some of the frontier. And the truth is, our artillery is actually doing fairly well here. We might be able to move this a little bit closer. We can move these. Well, I'm not sure if we can actually move, or we could potentially move them. Now, they can't see our artillery there, but we can see them. We're doing a decent bit of damage. They should be pulling back the artillery over there. In the meanwhile, the battle for the Erevan airfield is still rather fierce. I don't think we're taking all that much damage. It's just lack of supplies is holding us back quite a bit. I'm actually going to send these troops to move over here and then take out the airfield there. Because these troops over here can easily clear out this area given time, and... Oh, over there seems to be a tiny problem. Oh, they're sending in more troops through here, but our artillery is awake. They're trying to move up there. No, they're trying to move through there. And now they're turning back. Okay, there is one unit that needs to be pulled back already, but the garrisons are going down. There we go. There's another one. Now, we do have a fair bit of goods demand right now, but once we capture this area, maybe let the troops rest for a little while, we should be able to meet the demand again. And there's some of the troops moving in. Now, to be fair, the Soviets have captured a lot of this sea area here, but on the other hand, once we clear out this area here and get the Baku oil fields, we can probably set up a defensive line around here, then defensive line along the mountain range here, and maybe get over there a bit more oil fields. Maybe we could get all the way here to kind of starve them from oil. Probably not entirely, but it would certainly help. If nothing else than to help cripple their economy. Can you go for repair? No, you don't know what repair is. Lovely. Okay, so there's going to be a tiny bit there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send one in. And then I'm going to pull back. I'm going to let the troops resupply, but I want to have everyone have the supplies that they can have before we move in there. And this group can start moving in towards Azor. Oh, they send in... okay. To be fair, we are doing a decent bit of damage on the... Oh, our artillery is having a field day here. Yep, I'd say that the northern line is holding fairly well. We can probably move up the special forces back west again. A tiny bit. Oh, they're sending in T-34 down here. That's not great. Right, now you should know what repair is. Barracks is currently at 12 days left to be built. It's gonna take a while. Have we managed to actually build the second... not entirely. How much? Don't think we actually got all that much production from this. Yes, 4,000. I mean, sure enough, it's better than nothing. I wonder, do we have any... No, we certainly do not have a stockpile right now. Nope. I want you to move down there. Okay, let's move up here. We can probably destroy the tank at least. And probably the garrison as well, because these are very good at close quarters combat. And the BT-2 is not having a great time. Unfortunately, we are using way too much supplies on this front right now. So they're using this as a bit of a staging ground from moving through here, but once we take that, it's going to make them go a bit further around, I think. Garrisons are going down rather quickly. And since we have a long-range vision, especially on these armored cars and such, I think it's this design that has the 35, yeah, it's a fairly decent range on vision. Got some of the Marines here that are ready to move up again. I'm just going to move it down this way. Special forces get into the town, capture it, and destroy the tank destroyer there. Okay, so these troops still missing the supplies. I mean, they currently probably have been resupplied, just I don't have a reserve, so it kind of means that I'm not exactly comfortable on moving in quite yet. There we go. Now they'll be moving in a bit more troops to actually try to retake this. Hold on a minute. After him. Did they actually... No, they don't have a garrison there. Why don't we move these in here? We may lose a little bit troops, but we can probably keep the airfield at least secure while we try to hunt the armored car there. Defend against any counter-offensive from the north. Move up this way to stop them from using this gap here. Let them wait there for some resupplies. We captured a spy from the USSR. Not really surprised. No, there's a German spy over there. What I could actually do is espionage. But low priority on recon. See if that does anything. It's just, I can't really be asked to do the spy placement manually. So I'm hoping that that works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Let's hold the crossroad there. Well, we try to clear out that area. We'll start moving our troops a little bit closer again. With more supplies over here, and we should be able to clear out the area here. Once we get this, we can start. These can probably hold the line here for the most part. Moving the supply truck a little bit closer. Try to get more troops from there. Not much, mind you, but a little bit. With the special forces to destroy the next tank over. And these troops can now move in and capture the town. I'm going to make sure that over here we maximize the garrisons. We're moving there to destroy the unit there, and then entrench over there, I think, so they can't use the road, which will give us a little bit more time to react. But we're slowly encircling the Tbilisi area. Well, not really encircling yet, but doing our best. Oh, they're moving in a lot of tanks around here again. The question is, are they... Nope, trying to get through here. I'll actually send one of these over there and send one of these over here instead. Just so that we'll have a bit better vision. Because the motorized infantry seems to have pretty much the best available vision range. Let's have a quick look at the Polish front. Still nothing really happening there. I mean, the Soviets are probably focusing a lot of their troops against us right now. Let's mention, who all are they fighting? They're fighting Japan as well. Oh! They're Hungary, Italy, Germany, and Romania. Okay. How much do they... Ooh, they have lost another at least 10,000 men. I mean, we haven't really been fighting all that fiercely here. But one by one, if we can destroy a unit and then slowly push in, especially if we can destroy their artillery sections there, that would be nice. The question is, I'm going to try this. I'm going to move these troops over here. If they get under fire from the enemy, I'll move this group a little bit closer actually. Oh, well, they are under fire now. Right, so... Oh, hold on, is that... That's anti-tank guns. Okay. Do we have any more reinforcements? Okay, we got this marine that can probably start moving up north. And we got a little bit of troops here. What I'm thinking about is doing another almost suicide run here with, for example, this... Well, probably not that group, because they're already rather beaten up. Okay, they might not have the vision on us anymore here. Moving in over here, which means that they will probably get too close to the special forces. Yep. And they're going to get destroyed by the artillery. Well, at least that's the plan. Okay, they are still firing upon these a little bit. How bad is the supply situation? Actually, it's improved a fair bit now. That's good to hear. I'm assuming still no, the barracks is not ready. Still at 12 days, so they haven't actually done any work on it. There we go, that's another kill. That was an accidental pause. Yeah, I think the planes are fighting over here in the... probably, or they might be in Poland as well. I know that most of our air force is helping the Germans right now. So they have managed to get all the way here. They have the garrisons in there as well. But neither side is willing to push in further right now. Uruguay has cavalry over there. Interesting. They're probably fighting Germany because everyone's fighting Germany. It's like a national sport or something. But it's this artillery group that is doing the majority of the work on firing on the enemy. Now they're not seeing these. How about we entrench these here? Try entrenching Spike there as well. Should have a reach on this group of artillery. If we can destroy them, that would give us a bit more room here. At least we are doing a decent bit of damage on them. So this is actually what I want it to be. Within reach of this, or right next to the barracks over here with our reach. We can keep on firing on the enemy. They can't do much about it. Oh, that's a kill. Frankly, yeah, I think the artillery is racking up some nice kills here. Not they're sending in the engineer, that's going to give them some vision. Unless we destroy it first. Or force just to retreat, which is also an option. Not particularly bad one at that. I think, because we do have the garrison there, it's time to start moving the special forces a little bit closer to the base there. We are forcing the artillery back, which is exactly what I wanted. Those have entrenched there. We could move in these over there. Maybe even move the... Is that... Well, it's actually a decent supply. With the artillery doom stacks, we should be able to clear out the neighboring areas here rather effectively. Now they're starting firing on our troops here from there, so we may need to actually pull back to the town for the time being. I don't want to risk the troops too much. I'd rather destroy a majority of the troops in the region first. And make sure that our troops have been repaired and all that. Okay, that barracks is almost completed. Do we have... No, we haven't repaired any more troops, so we might not be repairing all that many more anymore. Got a little bit extra special forces here. Probably move them up there, and we can move this a little bit here. Right, so we've forced the artillery back from here all the way. Excellent. Now, of course, we are having... Yeah, the shortage is getting worse right now. Much worse because we are lacking oil. Although our oil production has increased a fair bit now. Which means that we probably... Yeah, we got that one completed. But we need more, and the previous trade from Romania probably ended. So why don't we buy another 100,000 barrels from them per day for 90 days. They do kind of like us, and they are a decent trade partner. It's just I'm not convinced that they can hold the oil fields for too long. I mean, I've certainly weakened the Soviets quite a bit. Also, let's have a look at the situation over here in the east, since they are also fighting over here. And okay, so that's Japan. They do have the naval control fairly far by the looks of it. Over here, there's been a tiny bit of fighting potentially, and over here there seems to be a bit of a mess, as you might expect. Other than that, it doesn't seem too bad. Oh, there's another German spy there. Ooh, there would be more gas here. Yeah, that's also another area. I mean, let's say if I really want to kind of punish the Soviets, I'm going to take the Caucasus region and all the way along to Stalingrad. I'm probably not going to take Stalingrad itself. I might. It would be a nice land production area, to be fair. I take that and along the river all the way here. Don't think I'll be taking more than that, really. But that would be a decent buffer area and fairly defendable area at that. Which would then help quite a bit in weakening the... I mean, actually, it's mostly the oil here, actually. Let's have a look. How much... If we have a look at the oil, I know that we are actually out of time for this episode already, but I'm going to quickly have a look at the production. Oh! USSR is actually trading already on oil. Daily production is 400,000. If we were to take at least about half of that, that would already pretty much fix our problems with oil. And the unmet is 90,000. It's not that bad. But anyway, we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.